Shout out to everybody. This is London. We're going to go through Bitcoin. Welcome to the Crypto Kingdom Bitcoin Spike. Former financial professional. You guys know Duke University, Harvard Business School, certified in markets, but not financial advice. Let's dig into the charts. Want to make sure you guys are having a good day. We have a top level membership. As you guys are aware, you can join restricted VIP zone. That is where all the big players are hanging out. We keep it exclusive. We would ask you guys, please to refrain from commenting in the chat section, if you would be so kind. Unless you're a base camper, we also have base camp. You guys know that. And unless, guys, we have, I'd say a badge. We need a badge. We had an interesting issue last night with somebody who wanted just to cause some issues, some problems. Want to talk about the price action right now. We had a big in terms of just, let's say, not really big, but guys, we had a nice time here on the specific golden pocket. You guys know the golden pocket, 61.8 to the 65th retracement. We called this in the back. You guys know that. We streamed quite a bit last night about this, just kind of the pour down event. It looks like on the 30-minute, we had a little bit of just a little bit of an attempt to regain control. Buyers trying to regain control at that specified 100 moving average. That did not hold, right? We were down there after, essentially straight down on the 30-minute chart to that golden pocket. That's measured, guys, from the low, swing low to the swing high. So we could just say the intermittent low to the intermittent high. Those are percentage discounts in terms of the Fibonacci's. You guys know we are real big on the Fibonacci's. We really believe in the Fibonacci's. We use them a lot. In addition, we use, guys, all of the TA that is available to us. The top, I'd say, top shelf TA. We want to be the best, so we use the best. That's just the bottom line. We don't compromise at all in terms of what we are, I'd say what we would expose ourselves or our trades to. We just really try and maintain that threshold, just top notch, top quality. In terms of the 5-minute, it's an interesting time frame. I was discussing with the VIP on the back in terms of the run-in that we had with the specific, and then I'll go over the specific lines on the 30-minute. But as I just bring these apart for just a moment, we'll see this this moment, right, when we had some real volatility yesterday, just wiping out probably the high leverage, just getting rid of those high leverage situations. If you're new, guys, to the channel, we appreciate you tuning in. Please subscribe and go ahead and hit the like button. I'd appreciate that. Let me know who all is here. Maybe a little bit more selective this evening in terms of who is here. Let me go ahead and share a link to the back rooms. Make sure that Angel also has a nice link to go ahead and follow. And Angel is our top contributor, 58,000 in terms of overall contributions, etc. We appreciate him being a part of our community. He's invested in Bitcoin since $7.79. So we appreciate having him here. And when he's not here, he's still here. I want to let you guys know he's always here. Just so you know, sometimes he's here, he makes a big splash. Like he likes to say, whales like to make a splash. Let's make a splash. We like when he makes a splash, when he's around and in a good mood, etc. Hope your trades are going well. Angel, hope they're going well. In terms of the specific pickup at the 78.6, the big feature that people are looking at right now, amidst the really just, guys, a lot of volatility, just poor patterning. It's like we have to search through and find on the 30-minute this expanding diagonal. We discussed these quite a bit. And it's something that just formed, right? It's formed the best of what we can piece together, from the line of support to the expanding. Let's say the expansion between the line of support, line of resistance across the top. The 30-minute, as you see clearly, like look on the 5-minute, definitely omits a lot of the price action. So to just stick with the 30 minutes, say no, this is the pattern, it just becomes a bit disingenuous. You guys know this for the traders. It's like, well, I found one pattern on one time frame. We always like confirmation. We always like to get up and through our different let's say the different confirmations, meaning the maximum level of agreement between the time frames. We don't have that right now, guys. It's piecemeal, to say the least. As we were looking at this earlier on today, the best I knew how to tell the VIP in the back, I was like, well, we had this, I spent a lot of time on ellipses or on arcs, curves, right? Saying that Bitcoin likes to do this frequently. And we had spent quite a bit of time, almost a full day, in just about that threshold, just about this curvature here. You can expand that. You can move it just a touch. That's in the 5-minute, just very expressive Bitcoin as you guys would look at that. This one failed to complete to the upside, right? They can complete essentially and act as a reversal. Essentially, if you were to reverse this, let's just look at or invert this. You're looking at an Elliott wave function, right? You're looking at that top line Elliott wave function. This one has some straight line variability in the middle of it, guys. It cannot be ignored. However, you can also see the nature of what I was discussing in yesterday's stream clearly identified in this specific area here. So that is it's nice to see that just repeat immediately after we covered it. You may think, well, London's lost it. I don't know what he's doing, guys. If you trade Bitcoin, you're going to see that repeat. Okay, I'll just tell you, you're going to see that repeat. So it looks like we're getting a little bit of a pickup on that 78.6. Interesting, very interesting. Let's go ahead and dig into the 30-minute. I think is the cleanest chart right now for you guys to take a look at. That specified expanding diagonal. Now, this is a very, very interesting technical discussion, guys. If you're into the TA, if you like to book those positive trades, there are two camps right now. I'm going to tell you there's two camps. One camp is going to call this as and guys, you need to count the pivots in the specific. I'm just going to tell you as a matter of kind of a core function of your TA, you want to know how many pivots are there, right? That helps to define on the 30-minute. We have maybe one. Really, are we going to call this entire pivot here just a one pivot, two pivots, three pivots? Would it be four pivots, right, to the upside of this expanding diagonal? That's the key. That's the crux right now, guys. People who are picking up at that 78.6, they want to know, right? They want to know. It's like, and it's a valid question in terms of the TA. I'm going to tell you, the best authorities that deal with this make a significant point of not only the pivots, the number of pivots that there are, say a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? If we were to look at that, the important note, I'd say the important accompanying technical fact would be the following as well, that we would have at some point, guys, as you would look at the line of support, we would have a breach in the line of support just exactly like this, guys, just straight through that line of support. All right, so there is a little bit of as I've addressed this, I think you guys appreciate this quite a bit in terms of the level of uncertainty, right? What are the levels of uncertainty? If there are mixed messages between the specific, and let me go ahead and look in the comments, guys. I've been just dealing with the technicals, purely dealing with the technicals. Let me look at the comments. Appreciate you guys hitting the like button. Let me know that you are in the house. I'd appreciate that, guys. There's a few of you here. Hit that like button if you guys are tuning in and spending your time. And you think about this, guys. If you do that, YouTube may get you better overall quality results, believe it or not, than if you spend time listening to something that you don't like. I don't know. I'm not a specialist in AI, etc., but I would think if you listen to something and you push like, maybe YouTube will give you more things that you like. I don't know. I've studied some logic and different things in terms of intelligence, and including some cyber issues as well, and programming. I would want to be on that radar with YouTube saying, yes, I do watch what I like to watch. You might get better programming. Just an idea, guys. Just an idea. If you disagree, hey, good luck with your YouTube programming overall. So in terms of the nature of this specific hit, hard to argue with that, guys. Look at this specific hit. Bam. Okay, everyone was talking about the YouTube algorithm. Help us with the YouTube algorithm. Help yourself with the algorithm, guys. Why don't you watch what you'd like to watch? See if YouTube will give you more things that you'd like to watch. It's an idea, huh? Just real curious. In terms of this hit, bam, 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 would be a huge move back to up to the upside here. The mitigating factor right now, just as we would look at another 3.22%, would be a big hit, guys, if you're depending upon how you are playing this right now. The uncertainty, as we would look at it right now, we're always trying to approach and categorize or to define the levels of uncertainty, right? It's not that such and such doesn't have an answer. Maybe London doesn't have an answer on this. I want to go find the answer. So London has presented something with uncertainty, right? And I am London. This is Crypto Kingdom. So what I'll say is identifying the levels of uncertainty are as important as let's say more important, I'm going to say this, than a clear answer that's wrong, right? A clearly incorrect, misjudged or miscalculated answer. So we're going to discuss the uncertainty here. To the extent that you have to deal with uncertainty, that is risk in the market. Eliminating the uncertainty to the extent that you become kind of a pro at eliminating that uncertainty. I would just tell you, guys, eliminating the uncertainty, that's where you get into the higher caliber trades, the higher levels of guaranteed. I mean, if there's no uncertainty, the notion is a guaranteed profit. That's what you want to go after. So the way in which you deal with uncertainty is the market, guys. That is the risk in the market, no matter where you're at. If you have a stone cold, straight up perfect play all the time, this trade goes perfectly every time, I bet you trade that a lot. So that is the rationale here, that we would look at the levels of uncertainty. We would identify the conflicting messages, the mixed messages, and we would try to assess them based upon any preceding, particularly with technical analysis, based upon any preceding price pattern behavior that we can identify in line with the fundamentals of technical analysis. Really easy stuff, right? What is Bitcoin showing to us in terms of its preceding price, in terms of its preceding pricing behavior? What's the market giving to us, and what can we apply to the market? What is our two questions? What is the market giving to us, and what can we apply to the market? Okay, and those are in terms of the fundamentals of technical analysis. Really, really crucial questions there. So the uncertainty lies within the number of pivots that we have in the expanding diagonal. Okay, you're going to see most of the expanding diagonals that you'll see will have more pivots across this line of support and this line of resistance. It'll be, now we have a few here. Okay, I'd say that's kind of a red flag, that it kind of stumbles into this. A few different patterns, definitely on different time frames. So as you would look at this may be kind of the red flag in here. Then we trajected up to the top level. We identified a top expanding level of resistance, right? Then coming back down through, the key feature right now that we're looking at, that every trader who knows expanding diagonals, is this move right here. Boom. That's that would be, it would represent a contrary move were this to go back up to and establish, let's say, the level of resistance, and establish another hit up here. So that's the mixed message. This breach of this specific, let's say this, of this specified trend line, the support, is the mixed message right now. It's what the traders are dealing with, because typically, guys, standard fundamental technical analysis, we see the breach, then we see a drop. Typically, okay? So I just want to let you know, but also typically, guys, standard fundamental analysis, what we look at, we have more pivots. So now the one thing that can kind of clear this up, but it really, to the extent it doesn't necessarily elucidate the problem here. Look at this. Boom. This heavy gauge volatility. You guys watch this on a big screen TV, please. Boom. Huge moves to the upside. A lot of volatility hidden that's not manifested on the 30-minute time frame, right? So very, very important as we look at this specific question right now, that there's just this level of uncertainty. I said this yesterday, if you're holding back in terms of your trades right now, maybe you have an alpha position, or maybe you have, let's say, a key primary holding that you're carrying along with while you're trading a different amount of cash. If you're doing something along those lines, what I would state is, in terms of the trades that you choose, guys, the trades that you choose to involve yourself in, while I'm sending, let me say this, while the market is sending some mixed messages right now, we already have the strategy to approach to deal with levels of uncertainty. You guys know that, in terms of compounding down, covering any upside position, etc., whether it be in a long or short right now. Same strategy applies. You guys know that. So the bigger question is the specific trades that you decide to involve yourself in, okay? Are they going to require, aside from the issue that right now, and you may say, well, London on a different time frame, I've got it perfect. That's not the point. We're looking at the 30-minute time frame. I want to present a little bit of the lack of certainty to you right now, a little bit of the risk, okay? To essentially, because guys, some people will just trade on the 30 minutes, period. This is the 30-minute time frame, boom. Some people will just trade on the 30 minutes, that's it. They don't mess around with the 5 minute or the 1 minute at all. They don't go to the 15 second. That's it. They trade on the 30 minute, that's it. Some people just trade on the 4 hourly. Some people just trade on the daily or on the hourly. That's it, guys. So we spend a lot of time cross time frame to try and achieve a greater degree of certainty in the market. But what I'm going to present to you just now is just a bit of an encouragement. And I said this yesterday, and I want to reinforce this to each and every one of you, that If you are very selective about your patterns, you will find a perfect pattern. You will find something that conforms to, and if you can't, watch our streams. We'll find one. I'll say this is textbook. Okay, when I say it's textbook, that means it's a perfect pattern. Okay. So in terms of essentially the position that you find yourselves in, if you're not already trading aggressively, maybe you're like, okay, London, I get this. I just want to encourage even the guys who get this, that if you're flipping around a few trades the wrong direction, right? Oops, that one. If that's affecting you at all, and I said this the other day, if it's not affecting you at all and you're flipping some trades the wrong direction, maybe you're just lightly exposed enough, you're enjoying that. But what I'll say is just don't be afraid to be selective. It's 2022. You're going to book trades, right? You're going to book positive and negative trades in 2022. The degree or the extent to which you are selective, more selective, i.e., yes, in this pattern, we have some defects. You'll hear me say that all the time. Defects. They give us mixed messages, right? That's not necessarily what we want to, let's say, dealing with that or involving our capital in a position of uncertainty. And you could just take the approach, well, Bitcoin is so volatile, you can just handle the uncertainty and just give it 2 to 3 days. Give it 2 to 3 days, you'll book a trade. That's one way of handling the specific level of uncertainty, okay, along with like incorporating some volatility. Okay, that's maybe a variable solution that you could take if you choose to do that. We're more precise. We like to hit a target. We like to buy and support, sell at resistance, right? Buy and support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, right? And hit your targets to the downside and the upside. We're very particular. We're extremely, extremely technical. I'm certified in markets. Duke University, Harvard Business School. It's just the truth. This is what I like to do. I like to prepare return statements for, big time deals. Like the actual returns. How much are we going to make on this, sir? Well, this is $1 billion deal. It should be per annum. I like to do this stuff. So I take a lot of, I don't know, just responsibility as I would look at this just to explain not just, well, this pattern may not work out perfectly. It's got a problem here, a problem there. I want to encourage you guys. You look at the patterns that you're going to trade in 2022. We just came off a great evening in terms of, and let's say two good nights. Look at this, guys. As we would look at, it looks like a potential head and shoulders. These just don't like to play. And I tell you, it's like the larger the head and shoulders, like they don't typically like to play. We got one nice head and shoulder up and above. I can go over that in just a minute. We'll go over the other patterns. But, we just had this huge move to the upside. Bam. Huge. Bam, right? We call this Emperor's head and shoulders. Called this in the back, this specific descending triangle. Bam. Money on the way up, money on the way down. Very nice. So the fact that right now the market has given us a little bit of uncertainty in terms of the patterning, I almost expect it. I had to tell you because it's been such a nice couple of days. It's time to show up and everybody brag about it, right? Everybody, yes, yes, yes. That's okay. But as we would look at the levels of uncertainty, it's fine to be on the sidelines for a second. Just as you approach your trade game, as you try and develop in 2022, and I'll tell you, there's not a single soul out there trading who does not want to develop their trade game in 2022. I'll just tell you guys, that's the bottom line. And I'm just going to tell you, however good they are, they're never going to be good enough if they're really great to say, no, I don't want to better my trade game. Nobody books every positive trade in the market. Nobody is a 100 on 100. Best guys on the street, Wall Street, will have, just so you know, even out of 5 or 6 years, they'll have, I did have 2 down months. Okay, they'll have down months where the trades didn't go their way. So everyone's always looking for an opportunity to better their trade game. I encourage you guys, if you're not hitting your trades the way you need to, be more selective about your patterns. When you see a mixed message, and if you see chaos amongst the time frames, just be more selective. Not a big deal, but let's say this: it's maybe it's a big deal if we don't talk about it. It's pretty straightforward, right? If we do, it's just real simple. Just from me to you. That's the best way I'd like to approach this specific pattern, because it does present with defects, and beyond just sitting here and watching, snail pace price action and recovering, all the things that you guys have watched in stream, which is still important, right? When we talk about is 38,600. Well, J.P. Morgan, right, established $38,000 as a fair value for Bitcoin, right? They did that, guys. So they came out with $38,000 as a fair value for Bitcoin. Are you aware of that? All right, we could go over all the market nuances, all the details, etc. Or we can have a little bit of just kind of separate the men from the boys in 2022. What is that going to require? If you're investing with heavier amounts of cash, it may require that you're a bit more selective. And I'll tell you this, either you're a bit more selective on your patterns, right? I mean, look at this pattern, guys. That's pretty rough, guys. The 30-minute cleans up nicely, quite nicely. So it's either going to require that you're more selective on your patterns, or it could require that you are willing to cover your upside position or your initial position. Guys who aren't, I'm going to tell you guys, the people who are not prepared to cover their original position in the market, and I'm talking about like, kind of a cumulative approach to the market in terms of accumulating either coins or position, but never technically losing a trade is a nice approach if you can master it. It requires that you have the heavy backup cash available for the lower levels and more backup cash available for the much lower levels, right? So that's the approach that we like because you're never overexposed. And this may be a different discussion than what's the next pattern, trade, etc. Just want to encourage you guys. And maybe those go together well for VIP and Basecamp. You guys know that in terms of being selective about your trades, about your entries. Now, this is just a straight up target hit as well. You guys have to admit, Golden Pocket went through 786 is on right now. Bam, right? We have also the 86, our classic 86, just below that. So we're just right on the cusp of the 786. So this is a pattern, and we can also talk about, it's nice to just reframe everybody's thinking just a bit in terms of the market, the approach. How can I help you guys just a bit? We're one day shy of the weekend in terms of the trading day. We have a restart. We're down 2%, 38,629. We always say buy at support, sell at resistance. Trade your patterns and hit your targets, right? So buy at support on the 30-minute. If anyone chose to buy at support, bam, you're in the money already. All right? So that's buy at support, right? Sell at resistance. You may find some internal lines of resistance here you choose to sell at, okay? You may find some internal line here that you choose. If you get involved with, cross-trend line, you may go to a different time frame and find something that's a little bit more, let's say a little bit more important. We don't want to get too creative, but you guys know how we could come up with a creative, if we wanted to. So you're at this line of support right now. Okay? You're at this cross-trend line right now. This level of support, this level of resistance, right down into, yep, you're currently at a line of resistance. So would you book it? Have you done the assessments on all the different lines of resistance? So we say, okay, I'm just bringing that up for an example. What for, right? Maybe not a key threshold trend line, but it's a level of resistance, cross-trend line. So buy at support, bam. You guys got it? Buy at support, okay? Sell at resistance. We're at resistance, right? Trade your patterns, a little bit of uncertainty, and hit your targets. The targets on the 786. So you see how all of those work together. Essentially, we got a support, right? A pattern, right? We have a 78.6. And we're pretty good to go, right? We have those. That's essentially going to give us and maybe the best approaches for you to say, okay, great, we buy at support. Maybe we do that, or we hit the target. Maybe that's preferable in this as you look at those those four facets: buy at support, sell at resistance, right? Trade your patterns and hit your targets. Is there any additional clarity or more certainty in any one of those four approaches? To the max you can combine them and eliminate uncertainty. That's the idea, right? You may say, well, this is kind of as I look at this level of resistance, it's just, this specific level of resistance is, just doesn't seem like that important of a level of resistance. I have to say, London, between this level of support, this level, here of resistance, I mean, I see it's there, but it just, it doesn't seem like a primary level cross-trend line, primary level of resistance, cross-trend line, level of support to resistance. Well, okay. You may learn to categorize your levels of resistance, support more, I'd say more efficiently or more securely. What would you say, to eliminate the the non-essentials, right? Because we could find a lot of different levels of resistance, right? I tell you, if you find one and you apply one and you're at one, it is somewhat significant. Copy that, guys. So it's paused at this level for a reason thus far. Can we pop it? Be nice. We're up, and it's interesting as I carry that line down. Do you guys see that line that I'm talking about, the level of resistance? Some people already took. That's it. They bought it. Support, guys. They sold at resistance. That's it. But some other people are continuing to trade that pattern. So let's take a look at this line of support, previous support to resistance here. Look at this line. Look at this. Very interesting. I want to show you guys. You see when I dig into that line, you see this hitch right here? You see that area right in there. That's why you need a big screen TV, guys. You got to get a big screen TV. You see that little hitch right there? Bam. Did you guys know what that was before we did that line? I bet you didn't, right? So when you're more comfortable with your technicals, your cross trend lines, your levels of resistance to support, etc., support to resistance, you're going to find other things in the chart that start to make sense. It's like, wait, that's not much of a resistance to support. Hold on, but wait, look at the actual price line here. It already respected that line one time. Interesting. So the more that you work with the technicals, the greater your trade game should be, okay? That's the idea, always advancing, always progressing, as Angel would say. Nothing can stop progression. So, cool cross-trend line, just an example. Like, well, you got to make more than, come on, London, you got to make more than, you can't just make, 1.17%, come on. Really? Are you sure you can't just make 1.17%? Huh. I know a lot of guys that make a lot of money making 1.17%. Like in quick time. Like they make a lot of money, guys. You got to know how to work it. You got to know how to work that 1.17% into your overall trades. You may be on some different style trading, but yeah, they make a lot of money on 1.17%. Just to tell you. So that's from the pickup, say, of 78.6 up to current price or up to resistance. They're out. They're fine. Boom. They go to bed. They just made their 15, 20 G's right there. Bam. That's it. Adios. Good night. Enjoy the rest of the weekend for them. Maybe, you make, slide, 8 to 15K across the board. Cool. Bam, bam. Nice move. Buy support, sell it at resistance. That's just it. They don't care about staying up for 3, 4, 5 hours, 8, 9, 10 hours. Well, we gotta. They make their 15 G's. They're fine. That's fine. That's all it was about. Just a support to resistance. Boom. You guys enjoy the market. Maybe they pull back down to the 786 and they have a mixture of the buy and support and hit your targets. And okay, we go to 786. Boom, boom. There we go. Made my 15 G's. I'm happy. Right. Made my 25 G's. I'm happy. Those returns are there. They're in the market. I'm just going to tell you guys, a matter of fact. Period. That's a hefty position that carries that, those types of returns. But it's a heftier position that trades that. And I just tell you, it's also a quicker trade than what we want to see. We got to push this through. We're going to, it's a different approach as I talk about what you're going to be involved in 2022. Fair enough that I bring that up to you guys. Some are like, well, I'm not in the role to be floating 5 to 10 million across the board at once. And no one says you have to. It's just an approach. It is trading. Okay. Some people, if they can flash in, flash out, boom, boom for a point and a half, that's golden, guys. That's easy. They'll do that as quickly as they can, as many times as they can. Period. So just encourage you guys. There's a lot more beneath the surface that you may be trading with as you look at buy support, seller resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets. There are ways that 2022 can evolve for you. I hope that it evolves very well for each and every one of you. Okay? You don't have to be playing or trading with millions and millions and millions of dollars. You could be, and if you are, that's fine. That doesn't faze me. That's normal. That's good. Good job. You're at the right place. If you're brand new and you're just trying to beat the market, you're trying to learn the TA, etc., hey, that doesn't faze me either. I've taught and been around, etc., people in and around all camps. I'll say that. So, and hopefully I've taught something to some of the great traders that I've been around. They've tried to teach me, rarely. I'll tell you that. More just about camaraderie. Support, resistance, nice level of resistance. Looks like we got up and out of it. Very good. You guys want to brave it to get into a different time frame, or are we cool right now? Anybody at that 78.6 already entered on a long? You ready to get out, huh? Potentially, huh? You got your leverage cooked down. You're like, I'm going to buy it. Boom. You ready to get out? And you know when you book that trade right now, for anybody who picked up here on support, you already know. It's like, yeah, if there were some more zeros on that position, it would be a little bit more friendly to you, right? There are some different things we'll talk about in 2022 as we progress in terms of maybe mitigating costs of getting in and out of a 3L or a 3S or a 5L or a 5S, right? There are different approaches in the market that we can use for that. So expanding diagonal, again, it would just be phenomenal. It would be phenomenal. It would be expected to get up to this level of resistance based upon a standard version of an expanding diagonal, okay? Now, the nuance here is what, guys? The nuance is where technically we haven't reset above a level of resistance. Note that. Just note it. With the cross-trend line resistance. Copy that. And note the fact that we have already breached this level of support. If you guys deal with John J. Murphy, NYIF, New York Institute of Finance, you know that's a key feature right there. You know that's a key feature. That's a premature feature and in contradiction to the number of pivots that we have. So, thus the uncertainty. You guys that know this pattern well and this breach here of the support line and the lack of pivots that we have right now, you just know we're in a gray area. So what do you fall back on if you're in a gray area? Targets, bam. Okay, support, maybe target, boom, right? That's the that was the fallback. The support was the fallback that I used in concert with the 78.6. Me personally approaching this specific trade. Okay, just to tell you that. All right, so potential pickup at a lateral point here as well, not to go unnoticed at that 40. I don't want to say 40, not yet. 38,000. We're JP Morgan territory, right? Their fair value is $38,000 for Bitcoin. It's publicly stated. We want an unfairly high price, guys. That's a fair value, great. We want an unfairly high price. That's the fair value they're saying is $38,000. Good. We want an unfairly high price. Okay? To sell. We want an unfairly low price to buy. Those are industry terms. That is not me saying I want to do something unfair in the market. See the hitch? Bam. Lit it up. In terms of this lateral, essentially this horizontal level of support caught at 38,295. Bam, bam. Nice lateral pickup. In concert, essentially, with this 78.6. Just nice. Nice to see that on the 30-minute clean chart. We have the hitch. Boom. You guys see that on the 30-minute. You guys in the money? Did you trade? Did you buy at support? Maybe, huh? If not this time, maybe next time. Buy at support, guys. Sell at resistance. Trade your patterns and easy stuff, huh? And hit your targets. So I just wanted to come to you guys a little bit. I think Luke is working Pathfinder. Maybe. I'm not sure what he's doing right now. Craig, not sure where he's at. We may be a little bit on a restricted, just so you know, a little bit of a restricted engagement with individuals. I'm glad that you are here this evening. If you receive value with my streams, etc., I would recommend that you find a way to support me and this channel make some noise, aka make some noise. Okay? Because we can have streams with 4 or 5 people, and that's no problem with me. So we deliver value. And I know the people, you look at Angel on top, and Bitcoin's at $7.79. I know we deliver value in excess of the market, up and above, just standouts in terms of the market. And I appreciate you confirming that, Angel. Knowing Angel does the same. Just knowing him delivers value in terms of who he is. And he knows that from me always. So we've hitched above the specific, interesting point here, huh? The specific cross-trend line. It's an interesting level. It's not uninteresting. So we're watching a little bit of a give back in terms of the price action. The hitch above the resistance. Let's dig into a little bit different time frame, kind of see what's going on with the price action here. Nice, not a bad hit up. She's got to maintain. Let's see what she's up to. Nice ascending triangle. Well, we just relaxed, didn't we? Wasn't that nice? What do we got, guys? Standard feature. Ascending triangle. Boom. Here, right? And what do we expect of ascending triangles, guys? Return to feature. Copy that. Ascending triangle. Amplitude carried up. Boom. Return to at least this top line resistance. Who trades Bitcoin knows these things. He who trades Bitcoin knows these things. Right? Easy stuff. Just classic TA in the process of helping you make money. We flipped that 100. Nice. We flipped the 100 up above the 200. We'd like to see that carry just a touch. Nice to see some action at this level. I'll tell you that. Just some action. If you guys booked a trade, congratulations. If you're still waiting to find your perfect pattern, etc., no problem. Congratulations on being selective as well. We applaud that approach. Okay? Lighten the demands on you in terms of your expectations on the year potentially. You don't want to. You want to add a 0 to the account. You want to add a. You want to multiply the account by 20. Just maybe lighten the load in terms of your expectations on the year. Be a little more selective. Right? Always be willing to double down. Don't shortcut the equation in terms of market success. Okay? I would just encourage you all to do that. And I appreciate you all being a part of the stream. Since there's no community interaction, I will cease the stream and make it easier on the guys, the VIP in the back, etc., that want to rewatch this and learn something. You guys engage with me. You appreciate what I do. I will spend more time with you. To the extent that that's reserved just for VIP, no problem. And I trust that there's a good reason why you guys are just quiet in the back right now, you guys. So we'll talk to you soon, guys. London with Crypto Kingdom, Bitcoin Spike. Hope you guys just had a good lesson there. Buying at support, selling at a resistance if you chose to. Positive pricing dynamic, a little bit of uncertainty. How to manage that in terms of your overall trade game. We'll continue to watch. You guys tell me what you think it's going to do. Why don't you do that? We've been extremely accurate in terms of giving the signals, telling you what it's going to do. Why don't you guys tell me what you think it's going to do? I'd like to know what you know, right? Well, there is... Hey... Well, that's nice. Silly question. Hey, no problem. Smart Vibes, what's up? What's up, Luke? I was just about to tune it down for you to rewatch the stream if you wanted to rewatch it. It was a good stream. Smart Vibes. What's up, Smart Vibes? Yeah, we have a VIP trade group, and we welcome you to join our group. If you rewatch some of our videos over the last week, you'll see we're hammering the market. We welcome you to join our group. The people who bought at support right now. Buy at support, sell at resistance, Smart Vibes. And you're welcome to join our trade group. Buy at support, boom. Sell at resistance. Trade your patterns, right? And hit your targets. 786 was a confluent hit with this line of support. So that's when the purchase was already made. I don't want to say don't buy or buy. It's not a buyer's club. But so you understand our approach. Buy at support, sell at resistance. Trade your patterns and hit your targets, your 78.6, your 86, custom 86, fib below, and your full retracement there. So I invite you to rewatch some of our videos, live streams if you choose, or just some of our quick videos. And we've been hammering it. You're chatting with, there's Luke in the chat now. So as we would look at this, hold on one second. Let me see this. Luke, my man. What's up, Luke? I figured you were at potentially at work or something. I didn't know if you were coming in late from the mine. Not sure what all was going on, but yeah, nice for you to chime in and say what's up. Nice to see you, brother. Hope everything is good. VIP in the house. Luke is the pinnacle VIP, period. And nobody going to take that title from him. He knows what's going on. Eyeing up the 86. Yeah, absolutely. I want to see if it rolls. And 78.6 is just interesting. That 30 was interesting because I was coming home from hitting the iron. And, I was like, okay, we got the line of support. I'm like, I don't know if they're going to buy support. And I was like, I know you guys, if you weren't busy, like, okay, here you go. Here's a little bit of action. Boom. Confluent with that 786. I was on the road, so I was talking with you. I appreciate that chart. You throwing me that chart very much. Appreciate that. Hoping to make $10. Target. Hoping to make $10. We're going to hoping to make $10. Let's see. Hide user on this channel. All right. Guys, another reason why we charge, I have to tell you this. Luke, I think you'll appreciate this as well. We don't like people that are trading with the rent money. I have to say this, guys. It's a real deal, kind of Holyfield kind of issue to look at. I do not like people who are trading with their rent money, guys. Guy hop in, he wants to know, should I buy or sell? I need to make $10. Man, no. Like Angel on top, key contributor. Like I like Angel showing up and say, hey, I just made $100,000. And he said it before, listening to, following London's advice, period. Like, it ain't, this ain't this ain't, trade with your rent money. That's not, some people have, trade to earn, trade to burn. Try burning it. If you can't burn any of it, you shouldn't be trading. So I'm going to say absolutely Luke. There we go. Boom. I'm going to say 86 in the house. In the house. Boom. So, I was just about to say kind of cheers and ciao for a minute. I'm going to let you guys go. Luke, I'll be in the back. Let's get in the back and go through some things. Maybe review a little bit in terms of this expectation here. A little bit of counter, let's say just contraindications. We would expect more pivots on these specific lines. We would expect more action here, right? We would expect more pivots. Hit. We would expect another hit up here. However, this breach of the bottom line, this specific bottom line breach, is an indication for the traders. That normally comes down here. Boom. After we've hit a few more times. Boom. So normally we see this a little later. We're seeing that earlier in the expanding diagonal here. So a little bit of uncertainty, aka risk, right? Easy stuff. That's the market. It's given us a few beautiful days here. Now it wants to challenge the people for a second. No problem. That was a little challenging. Anyone in some heavy leverage got woken up there with some sayonara, $0 left in the trade probably. Interesting stuff. A lot of volatility here. But that 30-minute is the cleanest right now that we can see. So, yeah, Luke, I'll let you rewatch to the extent you want to rewatch that. I'll also be in the back, and let's just hit it up in the back, VIP. We'll just do that for a while, and maybe Craig will show up back there with, I don't know, maybe AJ Crypto will show up back up. Not sure what he's doing. Yeah, thank you for the streams today. Sure. I was looking forward to them. I'm glad, yeah. There was just some good stuff that we covered already. I want to make sure that you get through it. It'll be quick, etc. But make sure that you get through that, and just shout out to me when you do get involved in the stream, because I'll make sure I cover the good stuff for VIP. And 2022 is just getting rolling. I told you guys I was expecting good things in 2022 in crypto. That wasn't just a tagline. I'm glad to see that executive order coming down. Doesn't seem that awful, does it? Very nice to see that. Just kind of an exploratory study. Love to see that. Love to see it. So, in terms of this specific cross-trend line, you guys can go ahead and take a look at that as well. Interesting line in play like right now. Resistance. I'd say actually failed support right to the resistance in this area. Okay. This cross-trend line, as we look at it on the 30-minute time frame, was in play directly. We've set up and above that, but if you look in the cross-trend line, you'll see that hitch here. Just, big hitch here. Boom. And we've set up and above that. We need to see some sort of patterning. I'm sure the buyers need to come up with something. It was a nice hit up. Nice little lift there from that 786. Just right on par in terms of the target. Good job. And we just appreciate all of you being VIP, etc. I'm going to go have a little bit of dinner, and I'm going to relax and be in the back with the VIP. That's where I like to chill. Just like to hang out, see if anybody has any charts, any questions, anything like that. If you booked a trade, congratulations. And my pleasure for Luke, just to let you know, brother, all the time. Boom. No problem. It's a pleasure to have you guys. You're number one, guys. I just say that all the time. The guys who are VIPs, just you're learning. You don't appreciate how well you're learning this game or the market. You'll figure. I mean, you must know when you watch anyone else try and approach you, like, well, we know better than that. Like, 7 days a week and twice on Sunday. So yeah, we're looking forward to what 2022 has to offer. We got rid of a bunch of just kind of I don't know, some you saw last night, just an old acquaintance, etc., that had just kind of just, we won't revisit any of that, but we just have a quality group. I'm looking forward to 2022 being a real quality time with quality dudes, and just appreciating family, appreciating friends, just that kind of dynamic that we want crypto and our involvement in crypto to be known for. So I would take a look at this specific attempt here to try and formulate. We would need this to kick up on the 15 second to look at some sort of a specific bull pennant to the upside. That'd be nice. Buyers need to step in quickly. The fall down here was the specific ascending triangle that did happen well, did perform quite well. Move to the upside, typical, huh, Luke? Just carbon copy each and every one. Boom, boom. Huge trades, just very clear-cut trades. Like, anyone can book a trade on Bitcoin. It's just nice. So we'll continue to attempt to reinstill the fundamentals of technical analysis, particularly in the exclusive DM restricted zone in the back. If you guys are not VIP yet, make sure you join. And yeah, we'll just wanted to come to you with a little bit of a stream. We'll try and stream a little bit earlier, I guess earlier tomorrow night, but I just stopped on that because Luke, I'm not sure if that accommodates your schedule or not. Please let me know if that accommodates your schedule, if you are working later, etc. I will try and make it good for all the VIPs. This would be a nice little. What are you doing here, Bitcoin? You gonna keep my stream going? Let's see what we got. Hold on one second, guys. I just don't want to miss this. This is how you wind up streaming for like 7 hours. Like, hold on, I just don't want to miss this one technical. Here we go. This specific move here could be a little bit interesting. These small little bull flag events, i.e. Luna at its own 50%. That was a nice one. If this could replicate that, we'd be very happy. So keep an eye on this specific feature within this attempt at the macro bull pennant on the 15 second. And in terms of indicators, let's take a look and see if there's anything on RSI, CCI, etc. that needs to be taken note of. Let's look at the hourly. We have a confluent hit down into, let's see, we've had that CCI down. Let me see where we're at on boom. Let me go into, let's do this. And CCI, RSI. We're just trying to come up off that RSI on the hourly, just so you know, we've hit into it and ground into it for a while. Let's look at that 4 hourly, see where we're at. Nice, well and away from that. That purple on the screen is the 30 RSI. Okay, so looking at Bitcoin, we're nice up and well and above that RSI. Very nice. Gonna be a second before we just launch back into. And that what's nice about the 30 on the RSI on the screen, Luke, pay attention, because you can actually visualize where the contact point would be in terms of the price, which is huge. It's a big deal to be able to pinpoint where the price is along with the 30 RSI in terms of the forecast. I don't always cover that stuff, but it's a big deal. Not standard issue kind of TA even. That's kind of advanced TA. So a hit down into the 1 hourly. We carved here for a while before picking up. Our first hit, let's say our secondary hit at this level, we have picked up just a bit. The extent to which you choose RSI to be a continuation, i.e. continuing to sell, or a reversal, right? Indication of oversold, time to reverse. There's both camps. One of those camps wins. Okay, one of those camps wins, either reversal or is it a momentum indicator in terms of they're oversold, it's going to continue, they're going to continue to sell. The stats on that are available. If you're interested, ask me in the back. Guys, it's London with Crypto Kingdom and Bitcoin Spike. Excited to see that you're in a small trade. You guys in the back, etc. Luke, thanks for the chart earlier on. I really appreciate that. I mean, how cool is that? Just in terms of me being out where I was, just saying, hey, any chart. Look at Luke. Bam, 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 bam. You are the man, brother. That is awesome. That is totally VIP. How cool. How cool is that, huh? And look at that. There we go. That's not bad either, huh? We will leave on that note. Bam, to the upside. Nice job, guys. Looking for a pennant formation. Way to go. Huh? Like to see that. A little bit of a defect here in this specific area. Going to a higher time frame than the 15-second. We'll clear that up just a touch. And we've got that bull pennant feature formation. In addition, we just rejected a head and shoulders. Okay, so nicely done. Let's see if Bitcoin can continue to pick up. You guys trade. What I tell you, if you're in a position, you can book a trade. Enjoy it, man. Get your trades out the way if you want to. Make that money. Relax. You know, it's what it's about. It's what it's all about. You don't have to trade all night long. Maybe you book a trade and you say, that was good. Done. Let everybody else trade all night long. Up against that 200 moving average, that needs to flip seriously in terms of becoming a source of support rather than resistance on that 1 minute time frame. You guys know that. It's like, how do I book a short? Well, look at the 200 moving average and cling to it, right? It's just either here. It did flip for a while. I'm being unfair. The 5 minute is a little less forgiving here with this recent pour down. Bam, on the 200. We had that in the back. I'm like, there's no real indication we were going down except for the fact we were in contact with the 200 moving average. Everybody, like, you know, like what do you say, the nails on a chalkboard. It's like, you know, like literally the 200 moving average. It's been rough, guys. So we look forward to flipping that as support, and we'll see what we can do. Nice move here. If anybody caught this in terms of the specific baby bull, those like to roll, right? Boom. Not perfect in terms of formation, but yeah, they like to roll. Bam. So we will see you guys in the back. I'm going to head in the back just for a little bit and hope you guys had a good day. Luke, hope you had a good day in and around, blowing stuff up, having a good time, huh? That's got to be VIP. I want to see more videos. You got more videos and stuff. We'd love to see those videos. And yeah, we just enjoy streaming just a bit. Wanted to bring you guys some good lesson work here, just in terms of reframing, like, you know, kind of a good approach on uncertainty, on being selective on patterns, etc. If you didn't listen to the entirety of the stream, maybe check it out. I think you guys will appreciate it. And guys, I'll let you go for a little bit. We'll stream a little bit earlier tomorrow. I'll work on some TA for the VIP exclusively for the VIP. A little inverse head and shoulders would be interesting here, huh? Looks like it had that kind of look up above, didn't it? We had one of those previously that did not work out. That would be what I would be focused on if the bulls get a little bit more aggressive here, would be that inverse head and shoulders. Looking like that could be of interest. I'll talk to you guys soon. It's London with Crypto Kingdom Bitcoin Spike. I'll be in the back. Thanks for tuning in. You guys take care of yourself. Always remember to eat well, sleep well, and take care of those relationships you knew were worth investing in before you started investing. We'll talk to you soon.